Did you know that sometimes we add an X to make the plural of a word in French? Bonjour, bonjour! I'm Kashi and this is Let Us Learn French. Today we talk about the plural in French. If you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up and let's go! Rule number 1, and the easiest of them all. For most words, we actually just add an S, so it's pretty simple. For example, un chien, des chiens, un chat, des chats. But of course, that's not always the case, which is why we have this video. It wouldn't make sense otherwise. So let's look at the other rules. Rule number 2, words ending in S, Z, or X do not change in the plural form. For example, un nez, des nez. A nose, noses. Un autobus, des autobus. A bus, buses. Une noix, des noix. A nut, nuts. Rule number 3. Some words are invariable, they don't change, even if they don't finish with an X, S, or Z. For example, 1000, 1000 does not change in plural. We say 1000, 1000, 2000, 2000, 30,000, 30,000, 1000 stays the same. This is different from 100, 100. 100, there's no S, but 200, there's an S. It's actually a little weird because we say 200 and 100 has an S, but if we say 203, 203, or 200 plus another number after, then 100 doesn't take an S. I don't know why. It's the same with 80, 80, 80 has an S, but 83, 83, there's no S at the end of 83. Also, if you say 80 pages, 80 pages, then 80 has an S, but if you say page 80, page 80, then 80 doesn't have an S. For 80 pages, it's like this, 80 different pages. There's a lot of pages. But page 80 is kind of like it's just one page, so I guess it doesn't take an S. It doesn't really make perfect sense to me either, but that's how it is. Number 4, if a word ends in EU, AU, or EAU, we add an X to make the plural. For example, un cheveu, des cheveux, hair. Un tuyau, des tuyaux. A pipe, pipes. Un bateau, des bateaux. A boat, boats. Number 5, if a word ends in AL, al, it usually changes to AUX, which is pronounced as O. For example, un animal, des animaux. Un journal, des journaux. But there are a few exceptions, which are bal, cal, carnaval, chacal, festival, régal. Those take an S for the plural. Un festival, des festivals. It's not des festivals, des festivals. Un bal, des bals. It's not des baux. By the way, this is supposed to mean no, like a cross. When I was learning French as a child, they would make us recite this little list to remember the exceptions. Bal, cal, carnaval, chacal, festival, régal. I'm not even sure what a cal is, but I know it takes an S in plural. Update. I just googled what cal is and it says un cal est une partie durcie de la surface de la peau, généralement provoquée par un frottement exagéré ou une pression s'exerçant à cet endroit précis. So it's like a hardened part on the surface of your skin, so I think it means calluses. I wonder why I didn't know that word. I never used it in French. There might be a few more exceptions than this list actually, but those are the ones that I know of and are more common. Numéro 6, for words ending in AIL or I, in plural, the AIL becomes AUX. The I becomes O, usually. For example, un corail, des coraux. Un corail is a coral, des coraux, corals. But there are exceptions, for example, un rail, des rails, a rail, rails. The next rule is that if the like button is not blue, you need to click it. Number 7, for words ending in OU or OU, for the plural, we add and S. For example, un bisou, a kiss, becomes des bisous, kisses. But there are 7 exceptions, and those are bijou, caillou, chou, genou, hibou, joujou, pou. Bijou, caillou, chou, genou, hibou, joujou, pou. This list is actually very common, just like Baikal, Carnaval, Chacal, Festival, Régal. I would say this list ending in OU is probably more common even. So you can just remember this list in this order, and those words in this exception list, they take an X. So un genou, des genoux. Un bijou, des bijoux. But apart from this list, words ending in OU would take an S. Number 8, some words are just completely irregular. The plural and the singular don't look alike at all. For example, un œil, an eye, des yeux, eyes. We don't write it the same way, we don't pronounce it the same way, it's just completely different. And for those, you kind of have to memorize them, unfortunately. But most words would follow one of the other rules that we talked about today. For most words, we actually just add an S in plural, but it's good to know the other rules as well. Which is your favorite plural transformation? Or which transformation surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video and got value out of it, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you never miss a video from us. Also follow us on Instagram at Let Us Learn French Official, where we give you a new French word of the day every single day. Share this video with your family and friends who also want to learn French. And as a thank you for sharing, here are 2 other videos for you. Enjoy! Thank you so much for watching until the end. I'll see you next Sunday. Take care.